Yours is, you won't even address the issue. You'll say, you're very smart. You know everything. We know nothing. Why don't you run the country? Bang. You can't come up with a response to that.
Well,
It's
good.
like
I have done my job.
What is that? So is that a thought out tactic?
No, not really.
You know, because
I
honestly,
think
your
I'm
responses
a lot more spontaneous. I think
you're
I
like,
am.
hello, that's really silly. That I don't agree with that. Please, these people are just making noise, and it's just.
So what are we supposed to do?
Do you think they're the spokespeople who put your party's view out there, but top leadership, whether it is the Prime Minister, whether it is ministers, you think they are accessible enough to the media, and should they be more accessible than they are right now?
The trouble with media today is that you are driven by your own numbers, by your ratings, by your coverage, whether you're visible here or visible there.
Sure.
A lot of it is driven by that.
How difficult a job is it to be party spokesperson? Because not just the Congress, every party sometimes does stuff that is indefensible, and you're the face that has to go out and defend it. How hard is that job?
It's not so difficult as it needs to be dexterous. So you have to be very deft and dexterous in dodging some of it and facing a lot of it. Even the whole Anna issue, I knew exactly what was going to happen. I mean, it sounds very this thing, but we knew exactly that the steps that they were taking was going the wrong direction.
The media wasn't as robust as it is today. In Jawaharlal Nehru's time, they knew what his view on everything was. He'd write, he was a prolific writer. You knew his thoughts on industry were this, his thoughts on dam were this. You knew what. Today, the media doesn't have access, or probably they don't even try when they have access.
I think they're ruthless. They have been absolutely mean, and there are times we've come to studios and the audience is stacked against us. And
But that's the audience. That's not
the audience is very cleverly filtered, isn't it? It's not just some random uncle who's walking into the studio. Reporting, unfortunately, has changed. If you ask me, the kind of reporting that we're doing today is pretty much a tamasha. You know, it is. There's a lot of band bajawing.
Which is your favorite tamasha?
No, it's not my item. Some of it is.
It doesn't have to be on X channel or Y channel. I'm talking just purely.
I don't know. That's a double-edged sword. I would say it's a double-edged sword.
You know, there have been such statements in the past. You and Kapil Sibal has clashed on the feminist issue. Sometimes you feel like saying, you know what, the guy who said this, why don't you go defend yourself? Leave me out of it. I mean, does that happen?
No, not at all. Because, I mean, you're part of a team, right?
Sure.
You're a spokesman because you're part of that team.
Okay.
Each one of us has a role to play.
Newslaundry has completed 10 years this year. We have been around for a decade. Initially, people were skeptical when we told them that we are going to run an news organization without advertisements. But we are still here and we are growing, and that's all thanks to you, our subscribers, our supporters who pay to keep news free so that independent media can survive and we can do public interest journalism. So thank you. Let's hope we survive for another 10 years or maybe 100. All you need to do is to support us. Pay to keep news free.